You look really upset.
Yeah, bet you can't guess why.
Don't tell me, you were dumped.
No. I mean, yeah, I guess so, pretty much. We were supposed to go on a date. It was set. I made us a reservation at the Banquet of the Lord. Do you know how hard that was to get?
Being stood up is never fun.
Yeah. Now I've got to cancel it. I can't go alone. Unless, that is, you want to go? Then it wouldn't be a total waste, would it?
Wow, how could I say no?
I know. I'm not good at talking to women. I just wanted to sit and watch the fireworks together. My girl looking gorgeous in her best dress, the colorful lights reflected in her eyes.
Did you just get asked out on a date? You're not really going, are you?
He wasn't serious.
Are you sure? He might end up in the Banquet of the Lord at a table for two, waiting for you to show up.
That's really his problem, not mine. I'm not obligated to keep him company.
You can purchase your tickets here.
You mentioned you used to cover high-profile stories. I'm investigating a story for a friend. Do you know anything about a man named Ranulph?
Ranulph? Yes, I think I do. Yes, the poor man's wife and daughter were brutally murdered over some business dispute. Happened quite a while ago. He lost everyone he loved in the blink of an eye. What a tragedy.
That's some memory you have. This happened centuries ago.
My boss put me in charge of that story. It's one that's hard to forget.
That's lucky for us. Ranulph himself asked me to look into the case, so he can know the truth. Do you think you can help?
Actually, I think I might be able to do just that. I can hardly refuse any favors from you now, can I? Except, I wonder if you wouldn't mind doing something for me in exchange. Nothing too time-consuming.
You already owe me.
Just to hear me out, please. You're helping all kinds of people, aren't you? Would you keep doing that, but when you're done, come tell me their stories.
Just their stories? Are you sure that's all you want from me?
Yes, I want to write something that will inspire people and lift their spirits. What better subject than you?
I've done what you asked.
I knew you could do it. That's great news for everyone. You'll be an inspiration to my readers. This will make a fantastic article.
I'm not one to preach morality, but doesn't that violate some sort of reporter ethics? Writing stories that you helped create?
The job of a reporter is to follow the truth, and that's what I'm doing. But if we're being completely honest, the real reason I asked for that favor isn't for a story. My real purpose was to observe you and watch you in action.
What do you mean? Why me?
I know who you are now. You help people, and in doing so, you save their souls. That's the duty you've been assigned by you-know-who upstairs. You are the savior, aren't you?
Huh. You knew who I was all along.
Let's just say I had a hunch. But don't worry. Your secret will be safe with me. I won't tell anyone. Oh, by the way, I looked into Ranulph's past. I found something that might be helpful. The case was cold for a long time, but it turns out they did find a suspect in the end.
So, was he arrested?
I don't know if this is good news or not, but the person in question appears to have passed away some time ago. Once the authorities saw the death certificate, they stopped the investigation.
You're right. I don't know if that's good or bad news. So who was the person behind this?
Some lowlife that was part of a criminal organization, specialized in petty crime. The Order had been on his trail for a while. But he was a wily little rat, managed to stay one step ahead. He went through aliases, but the one on the death certificate was Reddick.
Reddick? I met someone with the same name in the Warren. He said he'd been in hiding for a long time.
Could it be the same man? Is it possible he's still alive? But there was a death certificate and everything.
He mentioned that he was dead in the eyes of the law. And he also knew where Ranulph's journal was.
Do you think he managed to fake his own death by forging the document to escape the Order's scrutiny? I suppose that could be possible. Then it looks like the case has been solved. We found our man. I'll go through the records again, in case we missed something.
It was Reddick, the man in the Warren with no name. Are you gonna tell Ranulph about this?
If it really was Reddick, there's something I want to ask him first. Let's go to the Warren and see if he'll talk.
You again. You're very persistent. Back for more, I take it?
Here's some money. Take this, and show me what you can do, but don't cry for me. I want you to shed tears for yourself.
What? That's a first. No one's ever asked for that before. Why do you want me to do that?
Frankly, because I think you need it. Don't you think you do too?
I don't know.
Luka, you haven't cried for yourself in centuries. You say you're fine, and that there's nothing wrong. But that's not true.
Why not? Why would I lie?
I believe that your tears help mend people's broken hearts. Hearts that have forgotten how to feel. But every time you help someone, part of your own heart dies a little.
What?
When you talked about the death of your acting coach, you weren't sad. You were smiling. It's as if you don't feel anything anymore. You don't know what it's like to cry for real anymore, do you? Just these fake tears in exchange for a little money. What's become of your emotions?
I still have them, really. I can cry for real. All I have to do is think of the past.
Okay, then show me.
Huh. It's not working. That's weird. It's usually so easy. Huh. Why?
Time has taken everything from you, including a part of yourself. You've forgotten how you used to feel back then.
Stop it! Don't say that! That's not true at all! I remember everything! I remembered I loved him! And to this day, I still do!
Luka, I know. It's okay.
No, it's not! If I can't cry, that means my heart is gone! It means that it's been destroyed! I don't want to believe that! I won't!
I knew you had it inside you, and you proved it.
I'm crying. These tears, they're real!
I can tell. They look pretty real from here, too. I'm sorry if what I said was harsh, but it was for your own sake.
Thank goodness. My heart is okay. It's not broken. Wait. This wasn't your plan all along, was it? To help me realize the past that I'd forgotten? To save me from losing myself?
I just wanted to get my money's worth in tears. After all, I've donated more than enough. Besides, I couldn't just sit back and watch you waste away trying to help others. Someone had to help you.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe that anyone cared enough to help someone they hardly know. Thank you for opening my eyes. I'm going to stop selling my tears. I'm done.
Good.
It's okay to cry because you care about someone, but crying because people pay you to isn't what I want to do anymore. From now on, I'm going to show people my bedazzling smile instead.
Are you taking the train?
You came after all. You look absolutely beautiful. You're like an angel from heaven.
I heard this place serves a mean steak.
Yeah, it's delicious, all right. But first, let's watch the fireworks, okay? See? Aren't they amazing? You know, I really want to thank you for coming out with me.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm just here for the steak.
Sure. We're just eating, right? My girl won't get mad at me for that.
Why do you still call her my girl? I thought she dumped you.
Actually, about that, I kind of embellished things. When you saw me looking so blue, it wasn't because I was dumped. See, well, the thing is, me and my girl were engaged to be married. But then she died. It happened so suddenly. I was in shock.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But then you came along, and I invited you out, and you said yes. And you even showed up. I mean, I didn't think you would. You don't know me from Adam. My girl and I had been looking forward to this day for weeks and weeks. She loved the fireworks of Yusnan. She said seeing them made her forget about the end of the world. But then, all of a sudden, she was gone for good. I think she guided you here, so I could enjoy the fireworks for us both. It sounds crazy, but it could be true. Stranger things have happened.
Is that you? It is, isn't it? You're the Knight of Light. Perhaps you could help me where others could not.
That depends on what you want me to do. So who are you?
Perhaps you have heard of me and my work. I am the man who uses forbidden alchemy to create the ensorcelled machine.
Alchemists investigate the very essence of souls and life, the original natural philosophers. Alchemy is an ancient discipline with many rules and laws. And it pains me to confess I broke one of the most sacrosanct taboos of all.
Look, if it's forgiveness you're after, why don't you talk to the priests?
I seek redemption, but no priest can provide it. Behold, the fruits of my crime, the sorcery machine that I created.
That's your doing? That thing powered by chaos?
I had a feeling you'd understand. You could see its essence, can't you? Please, help me. Help us all. You have to destroy that thing. Already, countless brave warriors have lost their lives at its hands.
Killings are not gonna end until someone stops that thing. And it looks like that someone has to be me.
Thank you. You're my last hope. Although I built the accursed thing, I am powerless to stop it. It's grown far stronger than I ever imagined it would. With each victory, it consumes the soul of its victim, and thus it grows more powerful.
Bloodsport fans, let me hear you! Our ultimate challenger is taking on the ultimate foe. The scourge of the slaughterhouse has defeated every other foe. Give it up for the indomitable Knight of Light! Lightning, it's your time!
Holy beast.
Lightning wins the fight! She's queen of the arena! The savior of the slaughterhouse! The goddess of death is celebrating tonight! What a fighter!
Oh, how can I ever thank you enough? The machine has been defeated, and at last his soul can rest in peace. You have saved him.
You talk about that machine as if it was a living thing. Do you think machines have souls?
No, of course not. But that one, it was special. It was not like any other machine in the world. The truth is, my brother's soul was inside it.
Your brother?
It was my doing. Alchemy was the key. It was forbidden magic. I knew that, but I yearned to try it. I took the soul of my living brother and placed it inside the machine.
That's madness. Why would you do something like that?
When people stopped dying of old age, I lost sense of the true value of life. When I carried out that experiment, it wasn't just my brother who died. Now that my brother's soul has been released at last, there's only one thing left for me. I must pay the ultimate price.
You want to believe that dying will absolve you, but you know that's not true. It's the coward's way out, that's all. If you really care about redemption, then you have no choice but to keep on living. You have to regret what you did for the rest of your life, until the end comes.
And if I do that, if I live for eternity suffering the guilt of my crime, will I find forgiveness in the end? Will the guilt ever be lifted?
I wish I could promise it will. But either way, you owe it to yourself and the men who died, whether or not it brings forgiveness.